Last time on DragonBall Z.
You're gonna be keeping an eye out for Dr. Gero. Get your hat going. It's good to see them again. No, the music. Electricity. Generator. Is this the end of Vinny? Hey guys, Saxdude26 here, and to answer the question from last time, yes, this is the end of Vinny. Welcome back to Let's Play DragonBall Z, the Legacy of Goku 2. Back in the Northern Mountains with actual Northern Mountains music, because let's face it, sick of Eyes of the Lion. And hopefully, we can go without it for a while longer. So, last time we made a start on this area chasing down Dr. Gero. We fought against him a couple of times, and we found the main gate blocking off his lab from us. 3 generators are powering it, and they're all over the place. We found one of them inside Vinny's house. He'd built it around the generator and was harnessing its power to run all of his speaker systems. Now that that's been taken care of, all the people in the village down here don't have to listen to Eyes of the Lion anymore. Thank you for blowing up that generator. You're most welcome. I was sick of his music too. Oh, dearie, 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 dearie me. Okay. So, next port of call, on this side of the map, actually, no, not the pause. On this side of the map, we do have a couple of areas that do stretch more left from right in the center there. So it goes left a bit more, and then wraps back around to a ledge just down from where Vinny's house is. So we do need to keep exploring that to get a couple of the goodies up there, but then we're going to be heading back to the main middle of the hub to find the other generators. Point being, while we're leveling up, while we're traveling, we should be gathering items and finding what we can. That's the main focus of this. Also, still loving the fact that we can be in an area that's filled with rabid snakes and wolves and warthogs, and then it's just like, by the way, egg bots. Have fun with that, because Dr. Gero. Cool. I love it. It's pretty awesome. Also, Piccolo's starting to finally catch up again, which is fantastic. Because I was worried he was starting to get left behind very quickly. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. This tree is making it difficult. There we go. There we go. And now just up the top. Okay. Egg button in enclosed space. Great. What I've always wanted. There we go. Gotta be very mindful of the space they give me to work with now. Okay. Cool. One more. Knew it. 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 And it still hit me. Cool. Energy is my friend at this point. Look, another golden capsule! Always good. Never a complaint with that. Okay. Okay, that was just the top of a tree. Cool. Good to know. Is there anything else around here that is of particular interest? I'm thinking probably going to be best to get Gohan back on the horn. So now the main thing I want to be mindful of is, what is the safest way to get out? By killing those guys, and then by killing these two horizontally rather than vertically, because that boar is just loving flinching out of attacks because he's right up against the wall, and it just cancels out the attack animation. There we go, level 23. So far so good. We're making some decent progress, which is good because I'm going to want to start switching around again soon. And I think the best option is going to be get as much experience into Piccolo as possible, and then keep going. Because I want to switch back to Gohan and Vegeta next, to keep the ball rolling. And these egg bots are just a problem and a pain. Although, we're probably going to bump into Dr. Gero again a couple more times, and I think Vegeta's probably the best equipped for it. Ease of combat at this point. So, getting Vegeta in there and getting it all done quickly is probably going to be the safest option and the least time consuming. Because while I would love to keep everything a little more balanced, I can grind later, and later can be whenever. So we just keep going. So I'm going to blow up a couple more egg bots so I can get myself up, and then I'm going to switch to Vegeta. Oh god. No, I'm going to switch to Vegeta. It's going to be the safer option. Come on. Okay, so Piccolo's now level 24. Save it. And then I'm going to switch across to Vegeta, who's sitting at level 21. Gohan's sitting at level 20. That's tricky for Gohan because it means he's at a lower level. But Vegeta's got way more resilience behind him, even at a lower level, which means overall he's going to have a much easier time with any bigger, heavier hitting obstacles that come up. Just the joys of having a Saiyan character. Pure-blooded Saiyan. He's been training since he was an infant. Like, it's not even favoritism at that point. So, second generator was literally right next to it. Fantastic. 2 down, 1 to go. And anyone who's played before will know that the last one, that's going to be the trickiest. Okay, nothing down here. That's going to be the trickiest. The trek to it is a bit extensive still. Okay, cool. Last generator. Is your health doing anything else that I need to be aware of? No? Cool. Alright, time to beat the snot out of you. Oh, you monkey. Wait, actually, technically I'm the monkey. Point being, how dare you? How dare you hit the Principal Saiyans in the face? There we go. You may have beaten me, but you'll never get to my lab in time. Once I activate androids 17 and 18, you will pay dearly. Well, now I'm level 22, so... And there was no strength, but I beat the snot out of him. How did I not get a strength bonus? What? Point being, our adventure continues. Through the mountains. We've got quite a trek ahead of us to get to the next generator. So, we're going to be beating through a lot of egg bots, a lot of enemies. It's going to be a very time-consuming and very intensive on-battle process, which means being wary of health is going to be very important. So, I think now more than anything, if I have the option to turn Super Saiyan to speed things up, I should. And I should be smart about it and not just rush in haphazardly without looking at my health. Up here, what have we got up here? Egg bots again. Thank you. Thank you. They give me energy instead of health. Cool. Come on. There we go. Any more down on this side? No. Okay. Eggbot, come on. There. Cool. Any more? Tuck that. There we go. Come on. Round the rock. There we go. Boom. There. Good. More energy, which is not health. That's health. That's a start. It's not perfect, but it's a start. Okay. Not worth going Super Saiyan. I don't have enough energy to sustain it. That was a good timing. Fantastic. 23. Just a little behind, at least number-wise, where Piccolo's level is. Stat-wise, still I think roughly ahead of the pack for the most part. No capsules in the middle, good, which means I can go down the side here. That should cover everything. Okay. Oh, you! That ladybug! Thank you. Much better. Now I can make much better use of this. Go through. No, you don't. So there's a bunch of steam vents down the bottom here, which is pretty interesting. Take note, this is important. There will be a quiz later. If this is where I think it is, I want to stop being Super Saiyan and focus on being smart at this point. Tiger Bandits here, slight winding path. Couple of egg bots and Tiger Bandits at the same time, and they're only the low tier ones. So, it's mostly a non-issue, but it's still something to be aware of. And down here, another gold capsule. We're averaging about 2 apart, which is working really well for us. How many are we sitting at, actually? 16. Pretty good. I am very happy with that progress. Now, next room is where things are very, very interesting. There's the last generator, with a Brontosaurus curled up around it. Depending on who talks to her, that can change the way this next interaction goes completely. That's the really interesting thing, is a lot of dialogue interactions are very character driven. The only other one we've really come across so far is when we saw the old man in the Warlord's Keep. If you talk to him with Piccolo, he just goes, regardless of what did or didn't happen, the way you're acting is still irrational. This is where it gets drastically different, and I'm going to go to the effort of showing you how it goes for all 3 of them. Starting with the worst interaction with them of all. I'll give you a minute to move your nest because I'm about to blow up this generator. Yeah, he's a bit heartless. You try my patience, creature. The fact of the matter is that this generator needs to be destroyed, and whether or not you want to be here when it happens is up to you. I won't move. Very well then. I'll give you until the count of 3. And then he falls into the new parent trap. He counts to 3 and then changes his mind. Having a son is making me soft. That emotional conflict that he's having. I will help you move your eggs to a new location. It would be wise of you to accept my offer. You don't have to be so rude. I was planning on moving to the bottom of this mountain anyway. Start building a new nest on the heat vent, which we passed on the way up. Please try not to break them. Next up is Piccolo. You have to move these eggs. I'm about to blow up this generator, and I don't want to get anyone hurt. You want to destroy our home? I'm sorry, but it has to be done. Well, I can't let you do that. I'm not moving. There was a time in my life when I would have destroyed your nest without hesitation. But then I learned that causing people pain is no way to live. I'll respect your wish. Piccolo has grown so much. Like, even in Legacy of Goku 1, he's just like, I propose a truce for now. And now he's just like, no, I'm good. Because I have to find another. Wait, that's not necessary. I will move if you plan on helping me out. I was playing on, and then the rest is the same. Please try not to break them. But by far, probably the sweetest interaction is with little Gohan. Hello, ma'am. I know you made your home on top of this generator, but I need you to move your nest. But I've lived here for years. I'm sorry, but I have to destroy this. Believe me, if there was any other way, I would do it, but a lot of innocent people will be hurt. Look, this is so... Gohan is... He's 9. No, he's 10 now. He would be 10 now because of the time skip. But yeah. He's taking a lot on board for someone who technically hasn't even hit his teenage years yet. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Anyways, so for this, your best option is to go in with Vegeta. I suggest you learn the path. First and foremost, when you pick up an egg, you will lose all use of combat and energy. You basically need to find a safe path that will get you past this Tiger Bandit, past the other Tiger Bandit and the 2 egg bots, and then past the last 2 Tiger Bandits at the bottom. After that, you will automatically walk down to where the heat vent is and take it from there. This can be very tricky. There are 2 ways of doing it, which is either the patient way or the fast way. The advantage of doing this with Vegeta is, if you start turning Super Saiyan on top of the egg, you'll muck it up. If you start turning Super Saiyan on top of where Vegeta turns Super Saiyan on top of the egg, hit them both at the same time, you'll get that added mobility, but again, you won't be able to fight. It gives you time to plan out what the movement is of everything, and read the room. It means you can get to here and see where all 3 of the characters are going, which means when the Tiger Bandit passes the top and the egg bot is in line with them, you can go underneath, follow the edge, follow under there, and do that. The best reason to do this with Vegeta is because you get the added momentum. It also means that you can work much safer around everything, and you can try and do it all in one fell swoop. And getting to that middle spot isn't too difficult. Best thing to do then is power down and give your energy time to recharge. And basically try and just fill up the energy on the way back up with the enemies as you go. Basically repeat this 2 more times. It can be done with Piccolo and Gohan, I have done it before. The biggest difficulty is going from this middle section and getting to where the last 2 Tiger Bandits are, is that sweeping under them with a little bit less momentum, it's doable, but it does put a lot more pressure on timing. So it's a little more finicky, but it can be done. I find using Vegeta is just a much safer option, just so that you don't have to worry about having a moment of slowdown or risking being slightly too slow for what's going on. Now you want to be right here still so you can catch, yeah. If you can catch the ear of the Tiger Bandit going down, then you're good. Then you treat these 2 going back up as your main goal, do that, come under the bottom, and then just follow the edge down there. Okay, go. See, as it is, because of the fact that I powered down, that left me a window of, that left me open for a little window there. So that was very risky. And basically, you're cutting it that close if you use one of the other 2. It is still very doable, make no mistake. But it does put a lot more pressure on getting everything perfect. The first half is pretty easy to do. Getting under and past the Tiger Bandits once you get past the Egg Bots is where it does get very close and very nail-biting. So you got to be absolutely spot on with your timing if you decide to do it with someone like Piccolo or Gohan. And that energy is really going to help. So, let's get through this rock, see if we can get a bit more energy in. That's good. And then last egg. So after this trip, we should be able to destroy that last generator and then follow up with the mean old doctor himself. Now, where's that Tiger Bandit's ear? There it is. I don't know why. Maybe it's the case of the 2 egg bots following each other. Kind of reminds me of the time I did Meat Saws in the Oddworld games. So I've become very attuned to things that move in sort of a sequential vertical nature. So maybe it's just a reflex, but I do love working around this puzzle. And I think it's very well done, and I think once you learn that fundamental rule of keep aware of everything in that cluster of 3, it does help the rest of it fall into place. But yeah, with that, we have now gained full access to the 3rd generator. And with that, bam, bam, bam. Thank you. With that, if I use a Big Bang right in the middle, is that gonna blow up the whole thing? Oh well. It felt good anyway. With the barrier deactivated, the Z Fighters close in on Dr. Gero, but are they too late to stop him from awakening his other androids? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.